When I talk to customers, they're often confused about Louvre sizes with plantation shutters. So I'm going to talk you through the three basic sizes. Now there is another size beyond the top one I'm going to show you, but I've never sold it. It's huge. So I don't have a sample of it. But I'm going to show you through some samples now, which some of them have this on, which is a tilt rod. So although we're not going to discuss tilt rods, that's available as a way of opening and closing them. There are other options which you'll see later on in the samples. But basically, these are what I'm showing you now, which are these things, which are the louvers. And this distance between them is dictated by the size of the louver. So the more of these you have, obviously the smaller the distance between them, and therefore the less visibility and the less light comes through them. So when people are talking about 64mm louvers, that's the thing to be aware of. It's just that you've got reduced light and visibility through them, but they're still very striking. They're obviously bigger than the traditional Venetians, so they're bigger, and to some people who are used to looking at Venetians in their windows, they'll still look big enough. And it's just a matter of taste usually, but basically that's something to be aware of, is that reduced limited light level. Now, this size here is the 76mm, so although they all look the same closed up, when they're opened up you're getting bigger gaps, so therefore you're getting more light, you're getting more visibility. So again, this one's got the tilt rod, but if we're looking at these gaps, that's the thing that you're gaining by going for this size. You're getting bit of extra visibility and you're getting extra light levels into the room. So that's your 76mm louver. And the thing that I talk to people about these is that this is a more traditional size to think about when you see plantation shutters in old films and things like that. These are generally the size that are on the original plantation shutters. The smaller ones that I show you and the bigger ones that I'm going to show you are a more modern twist on them, but yeah, that's the size that you'll be looking at if you see Humphrey Bogart from a plantation shutter or something like that. Anyway, next one is this size, which is the biggest size that I sell, although there is another size up which I can sell. But this size here is 89mm louver. So that one there obviously has plenty of visibility between them, a big gap between the louvers, a smaller panel, but you can see the difference in size between the louvers there. So with these you're getting a maximum amount of light and visibility. So when they're open, there's no real need to have the shutters open, the panels open, because you can get pretty much all the visibility and light you need by keeping the panels closed but just opening the louvers on the side. So that's your 89mm, so 64, 76, 89. That talks you through all the options available. Thanks.